Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to our Let's Play of the Imperial Assault Heart of the Empire campaign. We're going to load up our save file here in Imperial Commander 2 and get right into it. We are playing the Imperial Entanglements side mission. We're going to be playing on hard difficulty. And here we go. So I'm hoping this is going to be a quick one. It looks like it's a pretty small map from what I've loaded up here in Vassal. And we're going to try and play quickly, otherwise I might have to pause and pick it up. But don't worry, it'll be one video, unlike the other mission. Alright, let's see what we've got. There we go, probe droid. I think we've got everything already set up the way it's supposed to be. And I'm hoping the volume's not too loud. Actually, I should do a test here. Okay, good. It's not loud. Alright, we've got elite stormtroopers. Oh, and we've got an optional deployment that we need to resolve, which is going to be Lothcats. We already played through the introduction mission, and unlike that mission where we really only had to deal with the kind of core set stuff, the regular stormtroopers, probe droids, etc., and then the stuff that comes with the Heart of the Empire campaign, so the riot troopers. From here on out, what we're going to see is random stuff being deployed by the computer. Let's see, Lothcats would be at the bottom. Here we go. Are they elites? They are. Oh no, it says they're regular because they're not red. So regular Lothcats, thank goodness. Let's see. And they're going to be right under the officer. Okay. Imperial fighters and boarding craft came out of nowhere. Before you knew it, stormtroopers were flooding into the Falcon. So we're on the Millennium Falcon. Now you find yourself split between defending the ship and fighting for the codes to get free. Deploy the heroes to the blue highlighted spaces, divided between the two as evenly as possible. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we have to divide them up. Oh, I see. Okay. Deploy Han Solo to the red highlighted space. So right here? Where's that? So there's the blues. Oh, he's already deployed. Okay. An Imperial figure can activate the red terminal when instructed. When this happens, click Retrieve Schematic on the terminal. The heroes need to find the codes to the airlock control. It can be retrieved from the blue terminal. Hero carrying the codes can interact with the red terminal to release the airlock. The mission will progress when the blue terminal is found or the schematic is retrieved. Oh, oops, we're supposed to randomize those. I think it doesn't matter. So I think we're supposed to flip these. These are supposed to be gray, but I think the computer's going to randomize it for us. So we're just going to assume that. And we lose when all the heroes are wounded. Alright, so let's zoom out a little bit. So we have to deploy amongst the blue points. Let's make this smaller. And as you can see, I have moved my rebels to a smaller window so that it's a little bit more compact. I did make some mistakes in the introduction mission. Like I said, I probably would, since again, it's only me handling all this. One of the mistakes that somebody pointed out was Jax should only be once per activation, so I guess I must have doubled him. So I'll be sure to watch out for that. I probably did that with Drakata. I don't think there was anything else really. But if you didn't watch, I did resolve the Rebel upgrade stage already. So we got our new XP cards and items. I feel like I should throw down the side mission for this, just so we know what the flavor here is of Imperial Entanglements. So, although now heavily involved in the rebellion against the Empire, Han Solo Still needs to take occasional smuggling work to pay off various bounties. His most recent mission is slated to take him dangerously close to Imperial fleets. Even though Han is confident in his ability to avoid Imperials, High Command insists he bring along help, just in case. So that's the mission we're doing, the backstory. A lot of people don't realize, but the backstory on those mission cards often is pretty important for like the story that's being told. Otherwise, you're just kind of getting thrown into the middle of it. Okay, so let's see where we need to deploy. We're going to deploy 2 heroes to each of these blue spaces. So we're going to split up into teams of 2. So we've got Dracada. I need to make this a little better for myself. There we go. Jared, Ko-Tun, and Jin. Okay, so we've already kind of got established a good pairing here. Ko-Tun and Dracada seem to go well together because Ko-Tun's power tokens are really nice for powering up Dracada's dispersal shot to give Dracada extra surges she needs for blast. And then we'll probably pair Jared and Jin up together by default, which they don't have a ton of synergy, but they don't anti-synergize either. They're both good at killing things individually. Now, that being said, where do we want to deploy? Well, I'm looking at these 2 blue areas. This blue spot actually has a really nice blast target here with the Lothcats. And I think I'm gonna switch over to a mouse. Since they're only 3 health. So we could go after the officer, although the problem with attacking the officer is he's rolling a white dice, so there's a high chance we get an evade cancel or an evade surge cancel, which we don't want. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if we want to really go for the officer, but we could also get blast, potentially blast 5. 1, 2. There's no way we're gonna get up to attack this middle one right here. That would be ideal. So I think also maybe this is actually a better spot for Jared since there's more individual targets and more space to maneuver. And so maybe for that reason, let's see. It says, doesn't say. Oh, here we go. To the blue highlighted spaces. So normally when you deploy onto a space, you have to put the figure as close as possible to it. So I think what we'll do is we'll put Ko-Tun here, Drock there. Drock can move 1 space and then attack this this stormtrooper, and then go 1, 2, 3, and put a thing there. So blast 3 and blast 4 will kill this guy. I think that makes sense. And then we'll put Jin Odon. And so let's see. What is our objective here? You need to find the codes you can retrieve from the blue terminal. Oh, okay, so these are not supposed to be face down. It made it sound like you had to find it. Oh, I know why. Because in the app, it's not showing this area here. Okay. Oops. Well, oh well. That's fine. We probably could have inferred that. So the red one, we need to get the red one. Find the codes from the airlock and retrieve from the blue terminal. Oh, I see. Okay, so I understand now what we need to do. We need to get the codes from this blue terminal and then get them all the way back to this red terminal. Jeez. Oh boy. Okay. That might be a job for Jared then. He's kind of the fastest at this point. Oh, I see. So we're doing capture the flag. So Imperials are going to try and get this terminal, the red terminal, to the blue terminal. We need to get the blue terminal to the red terminal. Okay. Now I get it. Okay, so let's put Jared here. What we'll probably do is open the door this way. All right, and we have Han to mess around with. You know, I'm almost tempted to go with Han first. 1, 2, 3, attack this guy, and then just give a distracting bonus to Dracata and Ko-Tun. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, actually, I think that's what we're gonna do, because his distracting is really good. So let's go, and we could give him the block token for Ko-Tun. No, I don't know if we want to do that. Yeah, let's go with Han Solo first. Is that right? Or should we just go for the maximum damage here with Dracata? No, let's go with Dracata first. I think that's correct. Alright, so we're gonna attack this guy. How come it's not? Okay, for some reason I can't mark these guys with an attack marker, but I am going to be marking this guy right here, or attacking that guy. So let's see, where's my dice? There we go. So Dracata is attacking with the boomer. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. That means we can't get our blast off. But we will get blast 1 from the shrapnel rounds. And we do have the accuracy we need. So that's going to do 4 damage. And then blast 1. And if we can get blast with this next attack, then we will kill that Lothcat at least. Hold on, before I do this... Yeah, I need to attack the same guy. Okay, so now we can use a dispersal shot. Oh, by the way, I did take a strain for that movement. And as you can see, I don't think I mentioned it, but I am on my new system, so hopefully this is looking a lot smoother now. So we're going to be doing 2 damage to the target and then blast 1 with shrapnel rounds. Now, interestingly, we could reduce the blast by 2 to do 2 damage to the stormtrooper over there, but it wouldn't really accomplish much. So I think we're just going to keep our blast 2. So we're going to be doing 2 damage to the target and then blast 2, which is going to kill this Lothcat and kills the stormtrooper. And let's see, do they have... We ignore the last stand ability, so not going to be focused. And then I have... That was my second action. Do I bother with Demolish? I don't really have any great Demolish targets, so I don't think I really want to. And I think I should save my endurance. So I'm going to end my activation there. Kind of awkward blocking, that we're blocking line of sight a little bit for the other guys, but that's okay. Okay, the elite officer. Figure cost of 8 or less. So order another Imperial figure with figure cost 6, but actually 8 or less. Attacks Jared Kelvin. So that's going to be... Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm on one screen today, so it's a little awkward. So that's going to be the Stormtrooper. So we'll just have this Stormtrooper attack Jared. Which is great because it means we get to exhaust our Vibro Claws before Jared activates. Yep, so we'll definitely exhaust that to add a block and take 2 damage. And then the officer will move 1 and attack Jared, so that's fine. Oops. I guess these Imperial figures can't move with the number pad. What do we got? +1, search for stun, that's not going through. Search for focus, search for +1. So it looks like 0 damage to Jared from that attack. Okay. Alright, and so now that we've gone through the 2 actions, we can skip down to Cower. If it's adjacent to another Imperial figure, cover 2 damage, that doesn't matter. Adjacent, non-focused Imperial figure with the highest figure cost becomes focused. Let's see, is he still adjacent? Yes, so it's going to focus up the Lothcat. And by the way, I did, I mentioned in my other video, but I did read through the README finally for Imperial Commander 2. I realize now that it's not quite the same as the official app, like I've been saying. There's subtle differences that make it closer to the paper campaign book experience. Also, I'm going to be trying to be a little more clear on what's happening when I'm playing. So folks that want to just listen along, I know I do that sometimes, can do that and actually keep up with what's happening. So we've got, so that was good for us. The officer went, because I really did not want to have to deal with the elite stormtroopers going off. I think now what I should do is go with Han. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see from here? So I can get to Han. I can have Han go here, kill this stormtrooper, and then be giving a distracting bonus to Drakata, and be blocking mostly the blocking line of sight for Ko-Tun. So I think that's the play. Let's see. Can I move him? Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to attack this damaged stormtrooper. Alright, we got him. So definitely doing 5 damage there. Gonna kill off the stormtrooper. And that's Han. Alright, gonna go for Jin this time. Oh, it's the regular stormtroopers, unfortunately. So they're gonna do some damage here. Gonna move forward to attack Jin, and the reposition target, we're gonna keep our eye on that. Last game, we didn't do a good job with that. Definitely is trying to tell us that this is what the figure should be doing for this mission. So we're going to be really keening into that. So the reposition target here is to be adjacent to the red terminal. And the red terminal is over here. So now we know that these guys are trying to get to that red terminal. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 1. Oops. Jeez, come on. Guess it's not working like it should. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go... maybe I can go down. Wow, the shortcuts do not work at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is going to attack. And actually what I should do, instead of activating that one, I should activate this one since I can't quick draw that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. and going to attack Jin Odon. Is there a special thing? When the first friend declares an attack, add 1 green tide to the attack pool. So it's going to be green, green, blue. Okay, so we're doing 4 damage, it looks like. Ouch. Alright, next one's going to activate. We're going to say this one, and this is where Jin's going to use Quick Draw. So we're going to attack with the DL44. Also, Han's activated. We'll put him up there. So DL44 on the Stormtrooper. Fantastic roll. So it looks like we're doing 3 damage. Surge for +2. So that's going to kill this guy before he can attack Jin. And then I am able to use Opportunist here. What do I want to do with it? I guess we're supposed to be going towards the blue one. So we'll move 1 space that way. And then this guy is going to go... we'll move this back. 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And we'll attack Jin. So 2 more damage to Jin. And by the way, this guy went 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So he should have actually repositioned. So he should reposition here. And then this guy's going to reposition too. The game is telling us they're trying to get to the red terminal, so that's where we want to put them. Alright, so that's that. Still have a probe droid up there, and we still have the elite stormtroopers and the focused Lothcat, which I'm kind of concerned about. I think I just want to get rid of the Lothcat. So I think I will go with... I don't want to be sending Jared backwards. And they can't even get to Lothcat anyway. So I think we're going to go with Ko-Tun here. So we're going to go 1... Let's see. Oh, I forgot to use Dig In. Oh no, I guess I couldn't have used Dig In. They've all been attacking the right side. So 1... Oh, and then I have to use her ability now. Arms distribution. This is the start or end of your activation. So I will give a damage power token to Dracata and a damage power token to Ko-Tun. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to draw a line of sight down to the Lothcat. 1, 2, 3, 4. With her service rifle. Should be able to get that. So we're going to spend the damage power token here. Yeah, we got the accuracy. We're definitely going to re-roll this green die with the service rifle ability. And now we're doing 2 damage. Oh no, we're 1 short. Oh no, we're doing 3 because of the power token. Okay, so we did 3 damage, so that's going to kill the Lothcat. And we have a a surge to recover strain. Unfortunately, I did not take... oh no, I did, because I had to take a strain for arms distribution. So I'll use that surge to recover a strain here. And then we have 1 movement point left. I'm wondering if I should just continue forward, or if we should hold our ground here. I think I'm going to just back up 1 space. And we have a nice defensive core here holding the Imperials back from the red terminal. Alright, so we defeated the Lothcats. Activated Ko-Tun, and now it is the probe droid. Probe droid will move to attack Jin Odon. It's like they know where she is. And if it's damaged, it'll destroy itself, but it's not damaged, so don't have to worry about that. So 1, 2, again, repositioning to get to the red terminal. And we'll attack Jin Odon. Who dodges. Very nice. And then it will move 2 to engage as many rebels as possible. So right there is fine. And now we're just down to that elite stormtrooper. Unfortunately, I don't have any figures over there that can take it out. What I do have is Jin and Jared. I think Jared going first to pop out Jax. And then he can grab this crate and open the door. So let's do that. So we'll use, we're activating Jared here. Readies his Vibro Claws. He's going to take 2 strain to pop out Jax. Alright, so pop him out there. And then we said we were going to do, let's do forward momentum. Start of your activation, you gain 1 movement point. So we'll go here, strain move here. Let's open the door before we go for the crate. So we'll take another strain to move 1 more space. Just because in case something crazy happens when we open the door, I want to at least have an action left, even though we won't have any movement. Door slides open to reveal a small computer room with beeping terminals. There's the blue terminal. Retrieve the access disk. Keep the Imperials away from the red terminal. Okay. So nothing happened. So this door's gone. And now we'll go ahead and interact with the crate. Draw 1 supply card, get 1 med pack, and claim this token. So the other thing we learned from this is that unlike the Legends of the Alliance campaign app, when you interact with a crate in Imperial Commander, you do claim the crate, and it is worth 50 credits. So, so we're going to mark that we have 1 more med pack. And now we have claimed the crate. And we get to draw a supply card. And in order to do that, I need to open this window. And our supply card is back to infusion. Nice. So you can heal for 3 damage and discard a harmful condition. So we'll put that by Jared. And then that's it for his activation. We might as well have Jax activate here. I want to put this back to activation here. Can we set a note? No, we can't put a note. Okay, well, we'll put it on Jared then. And then Jax will activate. And I guess we'll just go ahead and attack the probe droid. Oh, that's not going to do any damage. And then there's no reason for Jax to go towards the terminal, I think. So I think we're just going to have him move 3, and then that way he can provide some pierce support against these figures later. And that's going to be it for Jared. Alright, the elite stormtroopers. And after this group's activation, I'll reinforce 1 defeated figure from the group as close as possible to another figure in the group. If there are fewer than 3 figures in this group, become focused. Okay, there's that last stand ability coming into play finally. Bit of a surprise. Limit once per group per activation though, so that's nice. Which is how it would probably be. I think that's how it works. Regular campaign. Move forward to attack Ko-Tun. Alright, nice. So we are going to move him forward because we want to get to this red terminal with this stormtrooper. That's his goal. But we're going to move him only as far as he can move to attack Ko-Tun. So that's going to be right here. So you can attack Ko-Tun from there. And he's going to be focused and nothing else happening. So Ko-Tun has some defensive here. First of all, she's got distracting from Han. And then dig in. Exhaust this card when an attack targeting a friendly figure within 2 spaces is declared to apply +2 block to the defense result. So we're going to go ahead and use that now. You have to do it when the attack is declared. We don't get to wait, but it's still very strong. Especially since this is a focused attack. I do not mind using that, especially, and I have the cunning. Okay, so we're going to do 2 green. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow, yeah. So very glad that we did that. That would have been a lot of damage. So only going to take 2 damage from this attack, thanks to dig in. Not much help from Han there, although it would have been a lot worse if there was a single surge that went through. And then we're going to move 2 to reposition 4. And again, the target here is to reposition next to the red terminal. So move 2. So we'll go right there. If he pops up, if we put him here, he's much easier to attack. So that's why I'm going to leave him here, where it's a little bit harder to get to him. And then we're going to reinforce one of the dead elite stormtroopers. And it says, as close as possible to another figure in this group. So we're going to put this one over here. So that's as close as possible. And so it's next to, as close as possible to the red terminal as possible. As close as possible to the red terminal. And I'm going to remember this time we're going to reinforce that guy. Alright, so who do we have left? We're down to just Jin Odan, who did use her quick draw. And so we're going to... Let's see. So we want to interact with this terminal here. Insight or tech. So that actually does make... that does make... Oh, you know what? Jin Odan is actually really good tech, so she should go interact with it. So let's go with Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then second action will be to interact with the terminal. Let's slice it. So we'll test tech, which is going to be blue, green, yellow. 1 success. Oh, only 1. Okay, let's see what we got. You will start slicing into the Star Destroyer system. So we got 1 success. We don't have any rerolls, right? Just checking. Yeah, okay. You make some progress, but the security system keeps you out. For now, you need to keep trying. For each surge result, place 1 strain token on the terminal. Okay, so that's often how it works. That's how it works in the regular campaign as well. When you need multiple successes, you can bank your surges if you don't get enough on the first try. So next time we only need 1 success to get through there. And that's going to be it for Jin, and that is it for round 1. And we're going to go into round 2. Threat has increased, but there is no additional deployments. So we're back at the top of it. I'm going to get rid of all those marks on there. Jax is going to move up here. And you know what? I should have... Well, I guess I couldn't. That's okay. We're going to probably use that back to infusion on Jin Odan. But first, we need to clear out some of these troopers before they do too much damage to me. We've got options here. Probably our best option is to kill these 2 elite stormtroopers with Drakata. And then we keep our defensive formation intact. We could send Drakata down here to try and take out these troopers. But I don't see a ton of benefit to that. I think going for the elite troopers with Drakata is the play. So what we'll do, we don't even have to move, really. We can just attack from where Drakata is. We'll attack this elite stormtrooper here with Drakata. Bringing down the hero sheet so we know who's attacking. And we are going to spend that power token from Ko-Tun. Looking good. Okay, not so good. We wanted a surge. But that's okay, because what we're gonna do here is we're gonna spend that +1 damage. So basically we're gonna do -1 damage with Dispersal Shot to add a surge. We're still doing 1 damage thanks to our good dice roll. And then we're gonna be doing Blast 2. So 1 damage to the target. Blast 2. If we can do Blast 2 again, we can use Demolish to deal the final damage to the other Stormtrooper to kill it. Okay. So, second attack. No power token this time. Hopefully not a super high defense roll. Okay. So, no, that's good. So we can kill at least 1 Stormtrooper here. So we'll use Dispersal Shot. We'll reduce the damage down to just 2, so 1 damage going through the block, but that means we're getting Blast 1. Again, we're getting Blast 1 from the Boomer, her regular weapon, her starting weapon, and then Blast 1 automatically from shrapnel rounds. And so that's going to do 1 damage to the target, 2 damage to the other one, and now we'll take 2 strain and use Demolish. And oh, I have to shift click. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We'll put it there where it's kind of out of the way. And that's going to do 1 more to the Elite Stormtrooper and 1 more to this Elite Stormtrooper, who now has 3 damage. And that's going to be it for Drakata. So we took out an Elite Stormtrooper at least. Alright, Elite Stormtroopers are going to activate. While attacking, each figure in this group gains Pierce 1. If the target has already been attacked during this group's activation, they gain Pierce 2 instead. So it's good we got rid of 1 of them at least. Also, it has Last Stand. It seems like it has that innate no matter what happens, so it is going to be focused. And it's going to attack Drakata. So good thing we've got Ko-Tun and Han there. Although, unfortunately, Ko-Tun has not activated yet, so we're not going to be able to use Dig In. But at least they've got Han giving Distracting. I'm going to move 2 spaces to attack Drakata. So actually, we don't need to move 2. We're just going to attack Drakata from here, because it'll reposition next to the terminal. Then I'm not sure what happens when it actually gets next to the terminal, but we'll find out here in a second. So it's going to be focus, so 2 greens. Oh man, another crazy roll. And a terrible roll, and that distracting not helping. So it's going to be 5 damage to Drakata. Also Pierce 1, so it's actually 6. And then I'm going to reposition 2 spaces next to the red terminal. Okay, what happens when it's next to the red terminal? How the hero can interact when instructed. An Imperial figure can activate the red terminal when instructed. When this happens, click Retrieve Schematic on the terminal. Okay, well, it wasn't instructed to. So I guess we'll wait and wait for it to instruct us. In the meantime, sorry, I should have moved Drakata's stuff back up. But in the meantime, we do want to try to prevent more damage from coming through. Jin's kind of got it handled on the terminal over here. I wonder if it's time for Jared to start attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll get 1 attack off on the Stormtrooper. Otherwise, Ko-Tun can get an attack. Let's see, can she attack 2? She can. Can she see this guy? No, she can't see him from there. Oh, no, she can. So yeah, if I move one space down, Ko-Tun can see both of those stormtroopers. So let's actually go with Ko-Tun. We're going to give Ko-Tun a damage power token. And I think we'll start giving Drakata a block power token here. No, let's keep giving Drakata a damage power token and just rely on Dig-In. So now we will spend so that was one strain. We'll spend one more strain to come down so we can attack this stormtrooper here. I bet the reason we can't move those stormtroopers is because this is from an old save file. So I bet if I repopulate them, does this guy move? Oh yeah, this guy moves with shortcuts. So you get out of here. Just delete these. Sorry, I should have checked. I was wondering why I couldn't target them or anything. It's because these stormtroopers are from an old version of this module. So now I can actually move them around with my keyboard and highlight them for an attack, which makes things much easier. Okay, so we're going to spend the power token on this attack with Ko-Tun and attacking at range 4, the stormtrooper. So we got the accuracy. Unfortunately, her service rifle does not have any useful surges other than accuracy, but it does have a reroll. So I think what we'll do is go ahead and reroll this green, which is over-surging. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we're doing, with the power token, we're doing 2 damage, and we've got the range, so we can spend the surge to recover a strain. And then I think we'll just attack again. No power token this time. There we go. Yeah, that's all we need to do the damage we need and get back another surge, or another strain, by spending that extra surge. Alright, so Stormtrooper goes down. One Stormtrooper's fine. She's got starting hero equipment, so I'm not unhappy about that. Especially since they have not activated yet. So Stormtrooper goes down. How many are left? I forgot I killed one. See, I forgot to mark it again. Okay, but that's Ko-Tun, and now it's the Empire's turn. Alright, Probe Droid. Ooh, it's going to self-destruct, so we definitely don't want to hair trigger it, or quick draw it, because that will make it blow up. Although maybe it's not so bad if it blows up. No, it could deal damage to Jared and Jin. We don't want to do that. So it wants to move to attack Han Solo, but Han Solo is definitely too far away. So instead, it will probably attack Jin. Let's see. Does it also want to move towards the terminal? It does. But my rule is that I shall always attack from where I have minimum range. So in that case, it's going to be range 2. So it's going to attack Jin. Who dodges? Okay, and then move 2 to engage as many rebels as possible, but it also wants to be adjacent to the red terminal, so we're going to move to... it's not self-destructing, so there's no real reason to go towards the rebels. I'm actually going to move it this way, because that fulfills the goal of getting it to the red terminal while also getting it as far away from Jared as possible, so I think that's the right move. It didn't have any damage on it, so it should not self-destruct. Okay, what do we have left? We already went with Drakata. I mean, we could go with Han and try to kill that officer, since he'll be getting Pierce 1 as well. 1, 2. Yeah, I actually like that. Let's do that. So Han will go 1, 2, and then we'll attack the officer who we're going to replace with a new token. Okay. And Jax is applying Pierce 1. Does he dodge? He does not. Han gets kind of a terrible roll, though. But I think that's actually enough to kill it. Doesn't get a reroll like he does in Skirmish, but he's just got good surge ability, so 2 damage. Oh, did I give him a power token? I did not. That's okay. 2 damage, and then search for +2 and search for +1. So it's actually 5 total. So I think that kills the officer. Let's see. Officer has 5 health. Yep. Alright. Knocked out the officer. And again, I'm sorry, I forgot to put Ko-Tun back. So that's pretty good for us. And then Han is going to move back 2 spaces, so he's still giving that distracting bonus to Ko-Tun and Drukata. Alright, that leaves us regular stormtroopers. While attacking, each figure in this group gains Pierce 1, and if it's already been attacked by a figure in this group, they gain Pierce 2, so it's good again. We've knocked them down to 1 figure. These guys want to go for Ko-Tun, which he absolutely can. Get some revenge. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm trying to just move it to as close as possible to the red terminal as I can. That seems to be their goal. Ko-Tun. Do I want to use Dig In here to counteract the Pierce 1? I also have Cunning. I don't think I need to, and I want to have it ready if a bunch of new figures deploy. So I'm going to hold off on the Dig In, but I do get the distracting bonus from Han. And then, geez, these stormtroopers are rolling hot. Okay, so that gets pierced, and the distracting does nothing. So 4 damage it is to Ko-Tun. And then reposition 2. So he's going to go 1, 2. And that's it for the Empire. So that leaves us with Jared and Jin. I think Jin needs to just finish this terminal and then move away, and then Jared can heal her. It's probably the right play. Alright, Jin is going to interact with the terminal. There we go. Got 2 results, plus the one that was already there, so we actually have 3. Sparks burst from the console as you slice into it and load the access codes onto a disk. Finished, you blast the console to slag before moving to return to the Falcon. Oh yeah, I forgot, I was supposed to do this in 3rd person. Red lights flash and alarms ring as a door opens. More troops rush into the corridors to prevent your escape. Oh, great. You begin to engage your would-be captors as Han's sarcastic voice crackles in on your comlink. You know, I was worried this would all be a little boring. That's my Harrison Ford impression. Maybe next time you could send a distress beacon to the nearest Star Destroyer. In fact, why not invite Jabba and his goons to the party while we're at it? Pretty good, right? Ooh, Trandoshan Hunters. Nice. Are they elite? No, they're regular. Okay, Mercenary. Trandoshans. Clone. And I guess that door should be open? I'm not sure. No, I think it's still closed. Okay, so that was the first action. And then I guess Jin's carrying the disc, so we gotta put we're gonna mark that she is carrying that. Let's see, retrieve R. There we go. And she's got one more action, so I think we're gonna get out of here. We gotta get it. We gotta get this to the other terminal on the other side of the map. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Jin is done. All right, so that's Jin. So let's put this back. And now we're on to the newly deployed Trandoshans. Oh, they each get +1 surge. Okay. Oh, going after the hero with the access disc. Oh no. Oh no, Jin. So move 4 to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm gonna go for Jin here. 1, 2, 3. So they're all gonna be going after Jin. And it's gonna be blue and green. Just keep on dodging. I don't know. Okay. Looks like they do have Relentless here that are not ignored. Within 3 spaces suffers 1 strain, so that's gonna hit Jin for 1 strain. Unfortunate. And then adjacent. Oh, and there's +1 surge as well. Okay, so that's gonna be doing bleed and 2 damage. Ouch. There's the bleed and 2 damage. Okay, and then it's going to move 1 to reposition 2 to block access to the red terminal. So that there. Does that block the other one? 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So I guess you should move here. And then this one will go 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least it doesn't have Relentless. 1, 2, 3. So that misses. Right? No accuracy there. And then it will move on. Okay. So now we've got Jerry. I'm gonna start calling him Jerry instead of Jared. I think Jerry needs to help out with this back to infusion. Can get rid of the bleed and recover 3 damage from Jin. And then maybe needs to get rid of these Trandoshans if we can. So I think what we'll do is let's see, 1, 2. Oh man, I should have moved Jin up 1 space, but I guess that would have made her take damage from the second attack, so it's probably good that we didn't. It's, either way. So we get to use forward momentum. We can only move 2 spaces, so that kind of sucks. This only works on adjacent figures, so maybe we should just rest. We could attack once. These guys have, I think, 6 health. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, well, maybe Jax and Jerry can take them out together. So let's do that. Oh, I forgot to use forward momentum with parry, so I should have gained a movement point when he got attacked and I used parry. Shoot, he would be so good carrying the... If he was carrying the disc, he'd be so much better to carry it, but oh well, unfortunate. Let's go with forward momentum. And I think we're going to do what we said. We're going to move Oh no, let's not do him first. Let's do the start of your activation. You or Jax gains 1 movement point, and then Jax activate the start end of your activation. Okay, so we can actually move Jerry and then activate Jax. So Jax will go here. I'll actually put him here so he's adjacent to them too. And then he will attack the Trandoshan. Nice, so it's going to do 1 damage. Okay, and now we're going to activate Jerry. He's going to take a strain, he's going to move here. He's going to use the Bacta infusion. So Jin's going to recover 3 damage and get rid of the bleed condition. And that gets discarded. And then we'll have Jerry rest, but not use a med pack. And then we're going to take 1 more strain. To move there, and then we will attack the Trandoshan. So we're getting Pierce 1, but no other buffs. Very unlikely to do 5 damage here with 2 yellows, but we'll see what we can do. Okay. So we're doing... So Pierce 2, that's nice, and then we'll get 1 power token. So we get a damage power token, and we're doing 2 damage. Okay. And that is it for Jerry. So he's done. And that's going to be the end of the round. Let's make sure we've got the right number of figures showing. We've got 1 stormtrooper, 2, and 1. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we're going to head and end the round. Okay, landing. The threat has increased. So we're going to redeploy the 2 Lothcats, and we're going to deploy some elite hired guns. Alright, Lothcats are going to go up here. And some hired guns. Mercenaries. Gonna go right down here. I'm gonna have them block the path. Oh, nice. Okay. Alright, so we've got options here with our activation. Ooh, it's getting crowded over by Jerry and Jin. Honestly, it seems like maybe strain moving Jin and then rest and heal and then move again, just to get away from all this mess. Although I don't think she can escape the Lothcats, but at least get away from the Trandoshans and the probe droid. Especially if she goes up here into this corner right here. Yeah, I think that's going to be the play. So let's do that. I'm going to activate Jin. We're going to take a strain for a movement point. Then we're going to rest. And we're going to spend a med pack to heal off 5 damage. Oh, interesting. An ally figure can use a med pack as an action. I feel like that's new to this Imperial Commander 2, and I didn't notice it until just now. Okay, so that was action number 1. We're going to take another strain. So we've got 2 movement points and she's speed 5, so we're going to take a move. So we have 7 movement points. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I guess that's as far as we can get. Although we can quick draw at least, and then use that to move up into this corner to get away from some more figures. But yeah, I think that was the right thing to do instead of trying to kill stuff. We're just not going to be able to clear enough figures from this side of the board in one activation, so we just need to get her out of there. Alright, that's Jin. Probe droid's going to self-destruct if it has damage, but it does not have any damage on it. Okay, so the probe droid can no longer get to Jin because the Imperial figures are blocking it. Although actually couldn't get there anyway, even if those figures were not there blocking line of sight. So it's gonna go for Jared. And oh, I forgot to replace the probe droid with a newer figure. Delete that one. There we go. Okay, probe droid's gonna go 1, 2, and then we'll attack Jerry. And it's just gonna be 2 yellows and a blue. Okay. So if we can add a block with Vibro Claws and then use forward momentum to get some movement points. So I think we'll do that. And then we'll only be taking 3 damage from this attack instead of 4. And then block access to the red terminal is our reposition target, so we're going to try and do that. 1, 2. Oh, and this is where I would move Jerry with forward momentum. So we'll send him that way. Actually, I don't know. Is it a good idea to move him away from the Trandos, or maybe just leave him there? In which case, it's still right to use parry there. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we hope that Jax finishes up the job, and then we'll move him back if we need to. Alright, that's it for the probe droid, and then yeah, let's activate Jerry next. And we'll activate Jax like I just said. So Jack's gonna attack this Trando. Oh, you got the double. Oh, he got the single. Kills the Trando. Nice job, Jax. Oops, not defeat. Okay, and then move 1, 2, 3. And I should ready all these cards when Jerry activates. And we'll go ahead and use forward momentum to go here. Actually, let's go here just to get some distance from that other Trando if we can. And we'll go ahead and attack this. Well, or maybe we should go for the hired guns, huh? Because they haven't activated yet. So let's take a strain. The only problem is I don't get the pierce anymore from Jax, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. So we haven't spent an action yet, so this will be our first action. But we are going to spend that power token. And we're attacking the hired guns, which rolls a white defense dice. Ooh, nice roll. Very good roll. Let's see. Right now I'm doing... How much do they have? 6? Oh, they only have 4 health. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just use the surge for pierce, and that knocks it out. So we'll kill the hired gun in one shot, which is great. And I don't think it uses parting shot. Does have disposable, but you ignore parting shot. So I think it's going to trigger probably when it activates. So let's go for the other one with our second attack. And this way we're also creating a nice line of sight wall from this side of the map to this side of the map, because that droid has already moved, and then Jared will be blocking line of sight. So we're protecting Jin from at least from these figures, or at least the Trandoshan. But yeah, let's go for the second attack on the other hired gun. Not looking quite as good there. Blanks out, so we're doing 2 damage, and we'll gain a power token back with the Vibro Claws. And then that is it for Jerry's activation. So now it is the Empire's turn. All right, here's the Trandoshans. Oh, going for Jerry, not for the disc carrier. Each figure in this group discards all harmful conditions and recovers 2 damage. Okay, that doesn't matter. So I'll move forward to attack Jerry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Jerry's going to take strain from Relentless. And going to take +1 damage from Scattergun. Ooh, the triple block. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use Vibro Claws, which is going to trigger forward momentum to give me 1 movement point. Which is interesting because, oh, it's after the attack resolves, so that makes sense. So I'm going to take 0 damage from this, thankfully. I did take the 1 strain. And then I'm going to move, yep. Clear those off. And then move 1 to reposition 2, and it says to reposition to block access to a terminal, so he's just going to move that way, I think. And he might end up blocking the Lothcats, but we'll see how it goes. We can't really predict that. Alright, so now it's back to these 3. Drakata, Ko-Tun, and Han. I feel like we should pick off this red guy before he before he can pick up that red terminal. Or we could kill this stormtrooper before it attacks Jin, but Jin's pretty healthy right now, so yeah, I'm gonna go with Han. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna move 1 space to give more accuracy, and then attack this elite trooper, who again we need to make a token for. There's my elite troopers. And again, the reason I'm doing this is the save file I'm using had old figures that don't do what the new version of the module does. So anyway, yeah, we're attacking. Ugh, yuck. Yuck, 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 yuck. No rerolls for Han. He does have search for +2 and search for +1. But oh, am I actually doing enough? 3 + 1 is 4, -2 is 2. So actually, yeah, that was just barely enough. Oof, okay. I'm gonna clone this guy, just in case we need him. Okay, so we took out that stormtrooper. And now we'll move back to cover Jin. Or no, excuse me, Drakata and Ko-Tun. Although, could we? 1, 2, 3, 4. We could get next to Jin. Yeah, let's do that. We'll move up here to give Jin some cunning, or some distracting bonuses. And that's Han. Okay, Stormtroopers gains Pierce 1. It's a regular Stormtrooper. Gonna move forward to attack the figure with the disc. And then we're going to try and block access to the red terminal. So I think he can just attack from there. It's going to be Pierce 1. Oh, and it's a dodge. I think that's like the 4th dodge we've got in this game. So, yeah, not surprising. It's going to be pretty easy, I think. But we're going to move over to the red disc, to the red terminal. And I think that's the only Stormtrooper we've got. So, by the way, this is showing that it can be powerful to leave... it can be powerful sometimes to leave figures with less figures in them, like not defeat entire groups, because it makes each group activation less powerful. Super tempting to rest, move, demolish right here, but it won't actually do what I want. I think the move here is to go with Ko-Tun and give a block token to Jin, and then try and kill the hired gun. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go with Ko-Tun. We're going to give a block token to Jin. Damage power token to Ko-Tun. I don't think we have line of sight to this hired gun. Oh wait, we do? No, because it's going through Jin. Yeah, Jin's blocking line of sight. So we'll take 1 strain to move, 1 space, and we're going to attack the hired gun. Not going to spend the power token though. Oh, yuck. Guess we should have spent that power token. So the surge is actually useless, so let's re-roll the green. Yeah. Okay, so he did 1 damage. I think I'm just gonna attack again. Instead of strain moving back. And we're not gonna spend the power token. There we go. So now we can recover a strain and defeat the hired gun. And nothing happens when they die, so that's great. And then I think we'll just stay there. So we're ready to use dig in, and we're protecting our disc carrier. And I think that just leaves Dracata. And the Loftcats. Scaredy Cat. After this figure's activation, the closest rebel may test Insight. If it does not pass, including if it does not choose to test, this figure moves 6 to reposition 6 and gains 1 evade. Okay, so if you blink, it'll get away from you. That's pretty funny. Starting off with Pounce. Interesting. That's the only attack action it has. Place this figure in an empty space within 6 spaces. Okay, that's why. And adjacent to Jared, then attack Jared Kelvin. So let's start off with this one. I don't think he can pounce, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's just short. So he's actually going to pounce and attack Jax, who has 4 health. And we're looking at Surge for +1. Blue and a green. And Jax has no defense. So Jax is going to take 3 damage. And then move 2 to reposition 3. And I think it's trying to block access to the red terminal. And then we can have somebody test Insight. So we'll have, let's see, within the closest rebel. Oh, it has to be the closest rebel. So that's going to be Jared. So he's going to do blue-green. and he succeeded, so he's not going to let that loft cat get away. And now this one's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, the other one, the loft cat got in his way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Okay, well, I guess we're going to finish off Jax here. So Jax goes down. And then he cannot move 2 because these spaces are both occupied. But Jared's going to have to keep an eye on him. And he does, so he's not going to get away. Alright, so that was the Lothcat. Oh, they're both going to get a block token. Forgot to trigger that. And we have just Dracata left. I think we kill the Stormtrooper probably, or maybe we do go for Blast here. Because we could move here and then attack the Lothcat. So let's do that. We'll move 1 space and we'll go for an attack on the Lothcat. Spend the power token. The Lothcat should automatically spend its power token. And they roll a black, I think. Yep, black dice. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. We need range 4 and we only got 2. So we're going to recover a strain. But I think we can actually do a trick with this card. Exhaust this card while attacking to reduce the blast by X to a minimum of 0. So it's while attacking, so it's before the attack resolves. I think we can do something cheeky with this. A figure other than the target within 2 spaces of the target suffers X damage. It doesn't say if the attack did not miss, so we can actually use this here. We're going to use a dispersal shot to reduce the damage and add a surge, so that way we get to recover a strain. And we get blast 2 plus blast 1 automatically. So, sorry, we get blast 1 from the surge plus blast 1, so that's blast 2. So we're going to exhaust this. And we can choose another figure within 2 spaces. So let's choose not the probe droid, because we don't want, well, if we attack again, 1, 2, 3, we're not going to be able to get the Lothcat. We can do 2 damage to any of these hostile figures. Well, let's do it to the other Lothcat, actually. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then let's attack again. Ah, we missed again. So, unfortunate. But we can use Dispersal Shot here to add a surge so we can recover a strain. And then I think what we'll do... so if we put a token here, we do a damage to Jin and Jerry and only doing 1 damage to the cat. So I'm actually going to hold off on that. And I think I'm just going to stay here. So that's Dracata. And that is the end of the round, end of round 3. I wonder what the reward is, even though we're not doing that. Finish the mission before the end of round 7. Nice. Alright, well, that is the end of the round. One figure each, and then we're going to deploy a elite Imperial officer to the middle. So let's see. Where's our officer? There he is. So put him here. So actually we should probably reinforce. Let's reinforce first. The Trandoshan needs to go next to the other Trandoshan. And then the officer is going to deploy, where is that? Right on Jared's space, so probably be right there. And then the regular stormtrooper will be right here. And we'll put Dracata's card back. Okay, now we're good to go. We're on round 4. And we have Jin, who needs to get this over to the red terminal. Now, let's see. What do we need to do? So the hero carrying the codes can interact with the red terminal to release the airlock. Oh, so all we have to do is interact with that terminal and we win. So how far can we go? She's got 1 strain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, we're 1 short. We are 1 short. But what we can do, if we can get Han out of her way, or Ko-Tun, we can wait until the officer activates, quick draw it, get 1 movement with Opportunist, and then she's close enough to win to interact with the red terminal. So let's go for that play. Yeah, we don't want to kill the officer because it's right next to her. She's got Han and Ko-Tun there to give the distracting and the dig-in defensive bonuses, but we do need them to get out of her way before she needs to quick draw. So it's going to be either Han or Ko-Tun. I think Ko-Tun makes sense to go here so we can give her another block token. And then maybe we can try and kill one of these stormtroopers. So let's do that. So we're going to go with Ko-Tun. Man, we only got 1 crate though. I feel like we should try and get a crate this mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we need Ko-Tun to stay there for dig-in. But we also need her to move out of the way. Although, no, wait, Jin could go here, right? And then she would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually we don't have to go with Ko-Tun first. I kind of want to just go get that crate up there with Dracata. 1, 2, 3, 4, strain move 1, and then interact with the crate. Yeah, I like that. Let's go with that play. Because we're going to win this turn, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, strain move 1, and then we'll grab that crate. Okay, supply card, a med pack, and we get to claim the crate token. So our supply card is a shock grenade, not great. Even with Dracata, that's fine. We just wanted the credits. And I don't even want to track the med pack really, but we'll go ahead and do it. Okay, so we have our end game. We know what we need to do. I'm just going to let it ride out. And there we go. Imperial Officer is going to activate. So we're going to go ahead and use Jin's quick draw and attack it with the DL-44. There we go. 2 damage, but more importantly, it allows us to trigger her Opportunist ability. Because the target, oh, interesting, the target has to suffer damage to use Opportunist. I didn't realize that, but good thing it did. So she's going to move down, although, that takes us out of, away from Han's distracting ability, but, oh well. We still have dig in, and we still have a block token, so it should be okay. So figure costs 6 or less. We'll attack the hero carrying the access disc, so that's going to be Jin. But I think that actually takes her away from any possible attacks. The probe droid cannot see her. The stormtroopers can't see her. Yeah, so she's actually safe from that. So if this figure did not use order, move 3 to attack the hero carrying a disc. So he's going to just attack. He's actually going to move to block her, but he can't actually get past it. All he can do is go here because he can't go through any of the figures that he's hostile to. So he's going to declare an attack, and it's going to be +1 surge. I'm going to use dig in here just in case, because I think she's going to move away from Ko-Tun next turn. So let's see. +2 block. It's just an insanely strong defensive ability. So gonna end up taking 1 damage, even with all that. It's a good roll for the officer. And then move 3 to engage the other Imperial figure with the most health remaining. 1, 2, 3, but he wants to block access to the red tunnel. So this is where he's gonna block access, and this is where it gets annoying, right? So Jin now has to push through this officer to get to the red terminal. So that's gonna be it for the officer. So now we have to kill it, pretty much. So I think we're gonna go with Han and hope it doesn't get a dodge, and then we'll take its place. So we'll go with Han. Attack the officer. Whew, no dodge. Okay, nice. So we did it exactly 3 damage, so that's going to kill the officer. And now Han will move 1 space. So now we're giving the distracting bonus to Jin, and we're also blocking any other figures from blocking Jin's way, at least in that space. So Jin will be able to move through Han. So it'll be a lot harder for the Empire to block our way now. Alright, Trandoshan Hunter is going to move to 4 to attack the hero carrying the access disc, and they're each getting +1 surge. So this guy's going to go 1, 2, 3, and attack Jin. And that means it's going to do relentless damage. Oh no, that's terrible. Now we can't strain move. Shoot. So that actually hurts. Well, and we couldn't strain move the full move anyway, right? So, uh-oh. Okay, well, maybe we're not going to be winning this turn. No dig in. I think they have Pierce too, so I don't think it's worth it to spend the block token here. Another dodge, nice. And then move 1 to reposition. So we'll go up here. Then this Trandoshan's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacking Jin. So Jin takes another strain, but because she's maxed out, she's gonna take a damage from Relentless. And then this is going to be +1 damage from the scattergun and +1 surge from the computer bonus. So that's going to cancel out. But it is going to be doing surge to bleed and then 3 damage. 1, 2, 3, and bleeding. There we go. And then move 1 to reposition 2, but he can't really do that. He's perfectly fine where he is. I guess he would go here to reposition 2, technically. Okay, well, there goes our end game. Kind of messed up anyway when we used quick draw. We didn't have enough strain to get all the way over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So Jin is starting to take a lot of damage, and we've still got the Lothcats, the probe droid, and the stormtroopers. So I think we need to go with Jin anyway, and maybe just start blasting stuff. She doesn't have any great attacks. she get 1 movement point or move 1 space? Oh, move 1 space. So actually Han's now in the way of her opportunist, which is annoying. Think. Let me think. I get to just move and shoot. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we go here, we can shoot this stormtrooper. Opportunist over here, recover a strain with a surge to go here. And then we're pretty safe. So I think that's the move. So we'll go with Jin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll attack the stormtrooper with the DL-44. It's a great roll. So right now we can't actually kill. Oh no, we can kill it. But we won't be able to get behind Rakata. I don't think that matters though. I don't think any of the other figures are going to be able to get to her anyway. So we're just going to go ahead and kill it. We're going to do 1 surge for +2 and then the second surge for +1. So we've got 6 damage going through 3 blocks. That's 3 damage. So it's a dead stormtrooper. And we'll use opportunistic to move here. Or wait, should we move? We should move here because if we go up here, then a stormtrooper can block us. I mean, they're not really going to be able to block us, right? Because we can just move. I don't know. Yeah, I guess here's better anyway. Now we're protected by this blocking terrain square from anything coming up from this area. Alright, so that's going to be Jin. And now the stormtroopers get to go. So he's going to go ahead and blast Jin. They do want to block access to the terminal, so like we said, he's probably going to go there, and then we'll attack Jin with... actually, he should go here. And then we'll attack with 2 greens, blue. Jin's going to spend the block token. So 2 blocks, so 0 damage. That was a terrible roll for the stormtrooper there. Okay, and now we kind of just got to clean up. And wow, we didn't even get anybody wounded, so that mission was pretty easy. Let's go with... What do we have left? We have Ko-Tun and Jax. Also, do we have any crates left? Where's all the crates on this mission? There's only 2? Man. What a bummer. Okay. Well, I think we're going to go with Ko-Tun, so we can give some power tokens and just kill stuff. Give a damage power token to Jared. We'll give a damage power token to Ko-Tun. And we'll start blasting. Let's kill that Lothcat. So we'll spend the power token. Lothcat spends the block token. Ugh, terrible. I'm gonna reroll that with the service rifle. And we're doing 2 damage. And let's go ahead and attack again. We'll just attack the Lothcat. We'll spend the power token since we're not going to need it. And we could roll terribly. Yep, like that. Let's re-roll with the service rifle. Okay, we just got barely enough. So that Lothcat's gone, and that was Ko-Tun. And we should ready dig in. Let's not forget. Also, we get to recover a strain, so we can use dig in on the next defense. And that's Ko-Tun. And now we're going to do the Lothcats. Get Surge for Weaken. Interesting. I'm assuming that it would use that first. Pounce. Within 6 spaces adjacent to the hero carrying the disc. Well, that's too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So I think instead it will go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here to attack Ko-Tun. Ko-Tun's going to use Dig In, taking a strain to add 2 blocks. And it's getting... Oh, it gets an automatic Pierce 1. I didn't notice that. So... 1, 2... Pierce 1. So we lose the dice. So it looks like 1 damage to Ko-Tun. Gains a block token. Move 2 to reposition 3. So it's going to go 1, 2. Gets a block token. And that's it. So just Jared left. We're going to go for this probe droid. And I am going to take 2 strain to spawn in Jax. And then we'll attack the probe droid. We're going to spend a damage power token. Oh, already this. Oh, and we forgot to use forward momentum. So we got 1 movement point from forward momentum. We're doing 1, 2, 3 damage to the probe droid. We're going to recover a strain. And we're going to regain a block token, or power damage token. And then we'll attack it again. Spend another damage power token. Oh, wow. So Pierce, and oh man, we did not kill it. Yeah, sometimes Jared whiffs like that. Pierce 2, and we'll recover another strain. And we'll spend our movement point to go 1, and then 1, 2 with our strain, and then we'll activate Jax, who will be attacking, trying to finish off this probe droid. Hey, that's a good roll. Great roll. Dead probe droid. Right, and that is the end of the round. Elite officer redeploys all the way over there. He's not going to be doing much. I don't think we've seen the computer interact with the terminal yet. Alright, and now we can just activate Jin and interact with the red terminal. She's carrying the disc. Let's see, release the airlock. Han sprints back to the controls as Jin punches in the codes to release the airlock. Okay, hit it! The Falcon breaks away from the boarding shuttle. Fighters swoop in, but none can score a decent hit before you zoom into hyperspace. The Rebels win the mission. Rebel players choose 1 hero to receive the Quick Draw Holster reward card. And let's see if I can find that. The rewards for the core box. Rebel Recon, Life Debt. Core allies? Oh, here, Quick Draw Holster. 1 strain. Deplete this card when attack targeting is declared. Interrupt perform attack targeting the attacker. Definitely gonna go on Jin, I think, right? Yeah, it's fantastic with Jin. Alright, each hero receives 1 XP, and the heroes receive 100 credits per hero. Plus, we got 100 credits for the 2 crates that we got. And now we're going to be moving on to the next mission. And I actually don't know which mission it's going to be yet. I'm still waiting. Please go and vote in the comments what you want the next story mission to be. I believe that's Dark Clutches, Inside Man, and something Target. I forget what they are, but go check out my Rebel upgrade video where I made the side mission deck. I laid out all three, and you can vote either on that video or on this video. Post your comments for which mission you want to see next, and we'll see you again for the Rebel upgrade for this mission. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.